Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Nine Lives Horror Club. I'm Cheyenne, and I bring analysis and antagonize Ben.
And I'm Ben, and I bring overly passionate hot takes. And today we are going to be talking about Strange Darling. Let's get
Let's get
scared.
scared. Oh my god, we did it. We got it. All right, Ben. So, what's your spooky, scary rant?
I wish I had a better thing prepped this week. I don't have a very spooky rant lined up. Um, it's been a pretty straightforward week,
Mm-hmm.
students being kind of annoying,
Mm-hmm.
but we have a nice 3-day weekend, so that's fun. I guess a
Love that.
spooky rant, this is something that scared me about myself.
Oh,
I spent money on an app.
okay. I think it depends on the app.
It is one of those games that's for sure selling my information,
Okay.
where you have to, it's like called Drop the Cat. I think
Oh, okay.
it's a little puzzle game if you drop the cat, as you can guess. And I spent too much money on this game.
So it's okay, but like, does it make you happy? Is it bringing you joy?
It brings me rage, but brings me joy to push aside that rage. It's also not healthy for me. I've absolutely spent so much of my planning periods at school
No. Oh
playing
no.
this cat game,
Okay.
so it's not great.
You know, decompression.
Yes.
The girls are decompressing.
Yes. So I think I'm just a little disappointed in myself this week for spending the
You
amount of
know,
money that I spent.
times are tough and we have to get our joy where we can. Look, they have a new Alani flavor. I saw you just take a little sippy sip.
I have cherry twist. What's that
This is
flavor?
cherry bomb.
Interesting.
Cherry
Good.
bomb. Yeah, it's cherry for sure. I like the can. I like the
I
other
guess
cereals
another
more.
alarming thing is how much I have been drinking energy drinks lately,
Oh my god, it's so bad.
and it is actively killing me.
My body like needs over 400 milligrams of caffeine to function a day now, and the max you're supposed to have is 400.
I took pre-workout like around noon, went to the
Mm-hmm.
gym, and then I swung by the store and picked up an Alani,
Mm-hmm.
and I know it's going to hurt my body.
Yep. Yep. I had coffee and then switched to the Alani. And like, so this is not part of my spooky rant, but I'm just gonna say it because I have to get it off my
Yeah,
chest.
sure.
It is so, I don't know about where you're at, but it is so like dreary over here today. And I have been so lethargic. I haven't wanted to do anything. So for the like 45 minutes leading up to this podcast, I literally was walking laps around the island in my kitchen reading my book because I was like, I have to move. Like physically, I need to move, but I can't go to the gym.
Hence why I went to the gym. So I was like, I need some movement,
It's just
and
too
then I can
much.
justify being lazy.
Ugh. The gym
Half
is
my
too much.
life is to justify being lazy.
I respect it. It's a great thing to be. Well, my spooky rant is not a spooky rant at all. It's
Please
a
share.
very happy, positive thing. And I have already told you about it, but we will be talking about it on the podcast.
It is very
And
exciting.
oh my god, I cried. The girlies at Too Scary Didn't Watch checked their mail, and they talked about 5 wedding invites that they got, and then they did not name drop anyone specifically or anything, but I was one of those 5. So they talked about me on the podcast, and Henley cried about it, which means I cried about it, and it was very exciting.
They were just so heartwarming for them.
Did you listen to it?
I did. That was very sweet. I was like, oh, that's Cheyenne.
It was me. I was the only one.
Yes.
It was only me.
They've seen
Um,
your name. They have seen
they know my name. I am expecting something from them now, so
I think you'll keep waiting, but that's so
I
exciting.
do too. In no way, shape, or form did they allude to providing something, but here we are. But that's really all I have for ranting today. It's been a chill week.
Been a pleasant,
Yeah,
not pleasant week because there's a lot in the world, but at home
it's been a
too.
kind of quiet week as far as things go.
Mm.
Well, getting into our fun facts about the movie, All right. So today we are talking about Strange Darling, which was released in 2023 and was filmed in the Portland, Oregon area. They went to a bunch of different places for this one. So our director and writer is J.T. Molnar, and he was a writer on The Long Walk, which I just watched recently.
I have yet to see it.
We'll save my opinion for another day. Our stars are Willa Fitzgerald as the lady. And she's also been in Regretting You and The Fall of the House of Usher as a young Madeline.
Mm-hmm.
We also have Kyle, good Lord, Gallner.
Gallner.
Thank you. As the demon. And he is a certified, oh, hey, it's that guy. He's
like,
yes.
in my opinion, I know, what's the male equivalent to a scream queen? There's got to be one.
Yeah, it's,
because he's truly
what is his name?
done it all. Like, he's in Smile, he was in Scream,
Mhm.
he was in, he's in this other horror movie, The Passenger. I recently saw him in Red Eye. He's in Red Eye as a background
Okay.
character. He's been on the
He's that guy. Who is the other horror boy whose name escapes me right now?
Oh, yes. You are thinking of Justin Long.
Yes, that one.
I'd put them in the same camp.
Yeah, 100%. So we have him, and then we have Madison Beatty as Gail, and then for specification, there's a female cop towards the end, so it's her. And she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I would be remiss if you did not mention another very important actor to me from this movie.
You got it. I don't know.
Ed Begley Jr. The Ed Begley Jr.
Who was
starred
it?
in this movie. He was he's the old guy.
Oh, okay. He's a person. He's a person. Wow, profound.
Don't you dare ask me what he did, because he did everything.
I don't know.
He's in so many things. It's just like I would argue
that guy.
I would argue he's more of that guy.
Oh,
like he's famous for being Ed Begley Jr. and making appearances as Ed Begley Jr.
To be honest with you, when I
funny.
do the stars of these movies, I am looking at what IMDb is telling me, and I am not going any further than that.
You need to start recognizing some of the celebrity in front of you.
Okay.
Ed Begley Jr. so famous.
Okay. His hippie wife looked familiar too, but I don't know who she is.
Her name seemed familiar, but I'm not gonna lie, I did not recognize her. I was trying to look into it. I didn't know her.
They are there, and they did great. The budget for this movie was about $4 million, and it made about $4.8 million in the box office, and it was considered a little bit of a flop in the box office.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediate fun facts. This is a dramatization of a real life serial killer operating from 2018 to 2020. And
was that true?
Yes. So I had written a note down where I was like, is it? Or if they is that part of the lore? It's true. It is true. And as I was reading it, I was like, fun fact is a choice to call this. But they pulled from police interviews, eyewitnesses, depositions, and observations from law enforcement to build the script.
I didn't know that was real. I suppose, and they mentioned that in the beginning, I was like, oh, this is them trying to sound more modern. Or sound more like, oh, this is real, this is scary.
Yeah, I didn't believe it either. But yeah. And then, excuse me, I watched this on Paramount Plus. Where did you watch it?
I also watched it on Paramount Plus.
Okay. So she's on Paramount Plus. And we have trigger warnings for sexual assault, strong violence, and drug use. So if we cannot deal with any of that today, no biggie, and we will see you next time.
So let me tell you about Strange Darling. Now, this movie is told in a very interesting way that does make it a little confusing. I did not put the name of each chapter down, but it's cut up into chapters but not told in the correct order.
Okay, I did write down the order of chapters if you want.
I have the order down as well.
Okay.
I do have the order, because I know it starts off with chapter 3, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And so chapter 3...
Chapter 5.
No, chapter 5 is the second one.
Oh, you're right. My bad. I didn't realize what was happening right away. Yep, you're so right.
Yes. We start off with chapter 3. We got our little title cards introducing all of our cast. It's a very small cast. But most notably, we have the woman and the demon. And we see the woman running from Kyle Gallner, who at this point, he's in his car, I think, driving after her, correct?
Yes. Hmm.
He's chasing after her. She gets, I know at one point she's in a red car. She's wearing this like odd
Mhm.
red outfit.
Big red girl.
And
Love
I
red.
am very curious about your opinion. I'll ask you this later, probably closer
Okay.
to the end, about the use of red in this movie.
Okay.
Because I noticed it quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But so she's driving off in a red car to get away from Kyle Gallner. He's doing coke.
As you do.
Brings out a gun, shoots out her tire. She swerves, she crashes, she runs away. And she escapes into the woods. And this one, I think we get a good look that her ear's been jacked up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very confused about this next part. So he's chasing
Okay.
her, she's running,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and she stumbles upon this like hole in a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And inside that hole is a bunch of trash, and there's like cigarettes and a bottle of vodka.
Right.
Do trees just have bottles of vodka in them sometimes?
No, they don't. I feel like this would be a great place to have Harrison because I feel like if you're like, I don't know, an outdoorsy person, you might stow some
I
shit
got
if you go out to the woods a lot.
Yeah, and I was like, maybe this is like a thing that a teen would leave behind, 'cause that makes sense.
Okay.
What doesn't make sense though is that the woman, this part blew my mind that she did this. She pours she takes a big swig of the vodka. Great, I respect it. I would do the same. And then pours it on her ear,
Yeah.
which like I get you want to clean the wound, but I don't.
Right.
Infection's the last thing on my mind at this moment. A man with a gun is chasing me.
Well, is there just like vodka in her brain now? Just like hanging out?
I mean, no,
Way to go.
it's gonna clean out the wound. But like you're still running in the woods. It's gonna that part. I was like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? And then what's even crazier to me is that she starts smoking one of the cigarettes at this part as well.
Yeah.
You are hiding from a person who's trying to kill you.
It's not great. It's not intelligent,
Why are we
but I
doing
get
this?
stress relief, man. The girl is stressed. She needs
I
something.
get it. Like,
listen, you have to spend money on your cat game. She needs a fucking cigarette.
You're right. You're right. I can't judge. My crime is arguably way worse.
I mean, I don't know about that, but
so after taking her little smoke break, crazy me Kyle Gallner does not see the smoke while he's looking for her. I don't understand how she got so far away. She finds a house. There's like a podcast being blared out on speakers.
What's the podcast about?
The podcast is about Bigfoot.
Yeah, it is.
And I wanted to keep listening. I want to keep listening to it. I was like, wait, go back.
Okay, that's our first cryptid we'll talk about. You can have it. Or if you want to listen, I'll take it.
Do you want to talk about Bigfoot? Do you have information about Bigfoot?
No. When we do our first cryptid episode, I was saying either you can have it so you can talk about Bigfoot, or if you just want to listen.
I did do a research paper in the 9th or 10th grade. No. Look up in the 8th grade. In the 8th grade, I did a research paper on Bigfoot and how he's real. And in my research, I found proof that he wasn't, and I ignored it. So.
Oh, okay.
Also, half my list was a copy and pasted list. I got an F on that.
Oh, well.
But so I was not as diligent in my research as these people are with their podcast about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And she's running inside, and who opens the door but my boy, Ed Begley Jr. My notes in all caps say Ed.
How many E's?
I'm excited. There's one E, and I put 5 D's.
Okay, so
I was excited.
Yeah, okay. I love this for you.
And then we get a title card, Chapter 5.
Huh.
And so at this point, it's very clear. It's like, oh, we're jumping around a bit. Because we get
Hmm.
to chapter 5, um, we see the man's in the house. The demon, Calgoner, is
Hmm.
in the house, and the woman's now hiding again. And
Right.
Calgoner's going around, um, looking for her, shooting in different chests around the house.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I was very confused because there's so many chests in this house.
It's an aesthetic choice. That's 100% what that is.
It was like nonstop, and like some of them had a function. There's blankets and some were completely empty.
Yeah, it's again, it's aesthetic. Did you clock the little dolls on the floor in the one room just hanging out?
Hmm.
Okay, there's two creepy ass little dolls. I think it's the first chest he, you know, takes out, and there's just two porcelain question mark dolls on the floor. They're standing on the floor, and they're like normal doll size. They're not, big, and they're holding hands.
Cute. How sweet and wholesome. I do love this couple, and this couple's amazing.
They're fun.
And it makes me very sad in the next moment when he walks through the kitchen and we see Ed Begley Jr. is dead on the ground.
Yeah, with lots of blood.
Moments after I got to see him, he is now
Yeah.
dead.
Yep. R.I.P.
I was heartbroken.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Goner, he's looking around trying to find the woman, does not seem like he's able to find her. So he's about to leave,
Mm-hmm.
where he sees a bunch of frozen meat on the ground.
Is this before or after the
And
chickens? Because he goes outside to the chickens for a minute.
it's a next to the chickens. The chickens are out there with the frozen
Okay.
meat.
Oh, okay.
And this is where I'm so confused. I wrote my notes. This freezer thing was a bad plan
Yeah.
because the woman is hiding in the freezer and she
Mm-hmm.
threw out a bunch of meat to make space for herself. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
say right now, she could have fit in there with the meat in there. There was like
Not that much meat.
maybe like there was like maybe 3 frozen chickens out there and then like 2 sealed like patties of meat.
Yeah.
She could have fit in there.
She's
But
a
all
small
she did was
girl.
make it very obvious. Kyle Gallner, he's not dumb. He's like, oh, she's in the
The
freezer.
freezer.
He got that freezer.
Oh, yeah.
Um, Manages to hit her in the shoulder, I think,
Yes.
knocks her out. End of that chapter. She's been
Yeah.
got. Do you have comments on that chapter?
Besides the dolls, I just wanted to take a second and imagine you get home and all of your trunks have shotgun holes in them. And nothing's like stolen or anything. You just have shotgun holes in your trunks.
I'd be upset because like there were some blankets in those.
The
They were
trunks were nice. Those were expensive.
I got the sense that Ed Begley Jr. made them himself.
Oh,
I choose to believe that he made those. That
really?
he is that kind of person.
It feels fitting with what we learn later. Mm-hmm. That's
So we
what I
cut
really
back
had.
to now chapter 1, and I really like this chapter. I think it's probably my favorite
Mm-hmm.
chapter. Where we kind of get their how these two came to be intertwined. I did forget to mention at the beginning, the opening shot is like her asking, "Are you a serial killer?"
Mm-hmm.
Cut to him strangling her, and then cut to her running.
Yes.
So we're now going back to that first chapter, and we see that whole conversation play out. They're making out, they're having like a good time, um, and at this point they do reveal that he's married or suggest that he's married.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is
Okay.
um, and in the midst of this, they're outside of a hotel. She's talking about how she doesn't do these kind of things. That
Right. She's not like other
she wants
girls.
to, but she's never done it before. And so they're about to go to a hotel, and she stops. She goes, you know, it's actually super dangerous for women to have casual sex and go in and all about her perspective as a woman and be like,
Yeah.
you don't know, like if they're a serial killer or not.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a serial killer? So we see her ask that question that we saw at the beginning. And honestly, his reaction was weird.
It was.
Just
I wouldn't believe him.
he's like smile a little bit, but he's also like looking really stressed out. Like,
He also
no.
looks away from her so many times when he's answering this.
Like I get that he's I understand like it's a weird question. He's probably thrown off, but it's still a weird way to respond. That was
Yes.
very alarming.
Very suspect.
We see he's got his gun in the back.
Mhm.
Yes, but then we cut to him choking her. So we see that happening again. Only this time it's revealed that it is consensual, that she is wanting this,
Yeah.
that she's asking for him to do it harder, and it's so you're like, okay, so that was what was happening.
Right.
He wasn't strangling her. And I believe as she starts talking about how she's like, oh, this isn't working. She's not seem like she's into it.
Yeah.
He's
It's
really into her. He wants her digits. He wants her number. He wants to hit her up after this. He's looking for a relationship.
with not
And
his
she's
wife.
playing little, yes, which is honestly, but thinking back, so weird. He was trying so hard to like date her.
Right. I didn't think about that till now either.
Yes, you also made me realize like, wait, he has a wife. He was looking, it seemed like he wanted a real romantic relationship
It
with this
did.
girl.
He's got so much time.
Just leave your wife. Hey, if you're gonna leave your wife, just leave your wife.
Make it easy for everybody.
But I believe she's like, so she's playing a little hard to get, and then talking about how she's like not into it, I think, or she's like not wanting to have sex. When he
Yeah,
grabs
it's
her
like,
arms, he starts like handcuffing her to the bed,
we escalate.
and it gets scary. I got scared. I was like, oh, this is now actually a really scary situation where he's now chained her up, um, demanding that she calls him sir. He's starting to bleed her to death. And I was
Yeah.
like, I was really freaked out. I was like, oh God, I'm nervous. This is a bad time now.
Yeah.
Only it's then revealed she's screaming, no, no, no. Then she yells, Mr. Snuffleupagus.
Easy words to say.
So then we go, oh, this is role play.
Yeah.
This is not, we got.
Yeah, for sure. He got really into the
like,
role.
He got really into the role. He said he was an actor. He did a really good job. And I think at this point I was a little like, what's happening here? Like, how do we get from point A to point B? Because I was very lost and confused.
Yeah.
I was intrigued. But so she was like, she had wanted him to get really aggressive and play out this fantasy, and she really liked it.
And it's like, for clarification, just so we are really clear, it is a rape fantasy that she wants.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even that. She wanted him to. She fantasized with him slitting her throat.
Yes.
Like, even
and she called it romantic.
Intimate. And they're kind of back at it. Things are good, and she looks up and she sees him as a demon for like half of a second.
Oh, I didn't even
freaked.
I didn't. Okay. Wow.
She like looks up. That's why she gets a little freaked at the end of the chapter. She looks at him. Her mood changes. She sees a demon flash.
Okay. So when they did that,
kind of ended there, and we go to chapter 4. So we got that in between from when she went to that couple. And we're back with Ed Begley Jr. and his wife. I was so excited. I'm like, yes, give me more Ed.
Back.
Where he's making breakfast with. I'm glad that you're giggling because I know you know what I'm going to talk about.
Or I have lots of all caps happening over here.
Because the breakfast was the most obscene thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was very upsetting.
That he poured on it was sausage, eggs, pancakes.
The syrup's not where you're hung up.
The syrup's where I was hung up because he drowned the whole thing.
What? He cooked 3 eggs in an entire stick of butter.
That is
and then a little more. And then a little more.
I forgot he did the whole stick of butter.
Yes.
I think I was just like I think I was mesmerized up to the syrup.
Okay.
I also think it's worth noting.
Yes.
Ed has a rat tail as well.
Yeah, well, he used to be a biker.
I hated the little rat tail. I was like, oh God, he's got the worst breakfast I've ever seen in my life.
They're never good.
I love that he's supporting his wife, but he's going to kill her with that breakfast.
The cholesterol in this house is through the roof. I was hung up and I was fully kink shaming our last scene because she's crazy. I didn't even clock that a demon face popped up and I was like, oh, she's crazy and I will kink shame. But then we got to the entire stick of butter and I was like, you know what? One's worse than the other, and it is the butter.
The butter's the worst.
Yes.
How dare he use an entire stick of butter for 3 eggs?
Crazy.
I am obsessed with this couple. especially the competitive puzzling that they are doing.
Mm-hmm.
They are doing a
Mm-hmm.
puzzle of who was it? Scott Baio. They're doing a Scott Baio
Yes.
puzzle, keeping score with the most obscene breakfast. And I'm just so I adore this couple. I adore them. They're amazing. I don't
They
understand
are.
how you do competitive puzzling because they kept discussing how they were one up or two up, and I don't know how you keep score with puzzles.
I don't know. It has to
Um,
be how fast you're putting it together.
what's so amazing in my notes, my next point is just what question mark, but it's fine because I remember what it was.
Perfect.
So then we see where chapter 3 left off. The woman shows up, she asks for help, she comes inside, they kind of bandage her up
Uh-huh.
and give her some aid. And like, we're gonna call the police. And she's like, no, 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 don't call the police. Don't do that. I don't want the cops. Weird.
Yeah.
Um, the wife goes upstairs to get some Percocet for her when
Love this for her.
we hear a tussle downstairs
Mm-hmm.
and Ed Bailey Jr. has been stabbed.
Yeah, he did that again.
He's 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 been stabbed. I looked like he was hit in the
Oh.
head. I was very confused if he was stabbed in the head or not.
So
But
I don't think it was clear in the movie, but I read that she yoinked the landline phone off the wall and bashed his head in with it and then also stabbed him,
Mhm.
which makes
But
sense
he
because
falls to the ground. Yes.
his little speech when his wife comes in, speech using that term loosely, he's trying to talk to his wife, but clearly his brain has been jostled, we'll say.
A little bit.
Yes, and I don't know if you remember this, but brain stuff freaks me the hell out in horror movies. Like I can't, because your brain technically can see itself on the ground and know that it sees itself on the ground, and you can still be
Don't say
alive
it's
for a
funny.
little
Don't
bit.
say it's funny.
It's
You're freaking me
true.
out now. You're freaking me out.
I hate brain stuff.
Yeah, I was heartbroken. Ed's dead.
He
Um,
he went down bad.
because he was trying to call the police, and the woman at this point, I think I was positive what was happening.
Yes, yes.
Um, because you know there's a serial killer.
Hmm.
You assume it's the demon, Al Gallner. But at
Right.
this point, I think you become aware, like, no, I think this woman's probably the serial killer.
Hmm.
Because not only has she stabbed him, she's very calm about stabbing him.
Yeah.
Um, and is
Oh,
telling the wife that
yes.
she needs to tie, she's like, you need to tie yourself, like, we need to tie you up.
Hmm.
And she's like being somewhat chill about it. She's like, however you want, the fastest thing we can do,
I
whatever
want
you're
you to be
comfortable with, you
comfortable.
pick. You pick.
She's like, I don't want to kill you, I promise.
No, it was just, I'll tie you up. But I'm like, they're in the mountains. I really think that if you tie her up and leave her here, she will die.
Yeah. She got to eat at some point.
Mhm. But luckily, these old hippies have a storm shelter
They
full
do
of
because they're
supplies. So she's like, hey, go lock me up in there.
she said we're doomsday preppers and hippies.
She's prepared, and she just
Hmm.
books it. Though the second they're outside,
Yeah.
she's smart. She runs
Yeah.
as she should. And the woman's about to chase her, but uh-oh, Kyle Gallner showed up.
He's back.
So she runs inside. We see her throw out the meat, which again, there is room in that freezer for her and the meat. If
Also
you are hiding from somebody,
crazy to throw
it's
it
gonna be very
outside.
obvious. She
Like
like
put
ran outside to go toss it. Hide
put
it
it in the
somewhere
closet.
else.
Put it under the sink.
Put maybe like one chicken breast out or chicken out on the table, so it looks like, oh, they're thawing it out for dinner. That's why it
Right.
was out.
Mm.
But when you
Mhm.
have like 6 things of frozen meat outside, pretty obvious.
Right.
Mhm. So it's just kind of catching up to where chapter 5 was, where she's hiding in the getting in the freezer to be hidden. Cut back to chapter 2. And this is probably the biggest one with like probably the most happens.
Yeah. I
Um,
have a lot of notes here.
where she
Well,
explains, oh, when she was looking at him like a demon, he's like, what's wrong? She goes, sorry, you're just so handsome. And he's blushing so hard.
mhm.
And you're like, you're definitely not a killer because you're such a like, wow, you're so smitten right now.
Yeah. A little
And she
softy.
brings out drugs. Stay away from drugs. Saying that it's like cocaine, and Kyle Gallner's like, I don't know, but she convinces him to do it. And it's very fun in my notes. I'm looking at it right here. I wrote down, "Is he a serial killer?" Question mark. Because I'm like, I don't think he is. And then the next line, she's the serial killer. Because she, they make a point of showing that he cannot see her putting these drugs on putting the cocaine on the
Mm-hmm. The little, like,
whatever she
tray
put them
thing.
on tray.
Yeah.
And so he does them, and she immediately, her vibe changes up. And she's like, you know what? Maybe we're not gonna do this. Being really mean. And he's so confused. He's like, you wanted to do this. Um, and she's talking about how like in 5 minutes you won't be able to move. So you're like, oh, she did not give him cocaine. She drugged him with something else.
Right.
And he tries to leave, but he immediately collapses outside, and he's dragged back inside where, yep, you're pretty clear. Yep, she's the serial killer. She's
Mm-hmm.
the one who they were talked about in the beginning of the movie. And I'm very confused about what it's supposed to say, honestly, especially with how much like implication of sexual violence there was earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, she is the killer. She like carves into him for like 10 minutes. She has like a taser and a knife.
Oh, I
And it's
hated the time.
that was a very uncomfortable
I
sequence.
didn't
I
like
did not
that.
love it. I like that we didn't have to see anything.
Yeah, but I feel like
It's
hearing
all
it was also really bad.
you hear him screaming or struggling for like 10. It shows a little time of like 1, 2,
Oh,
3.
yeah.
She's going through his things, and what's this? He's a cop.
I'm gonna
Uh,
say it. The mustache should have given that away right away. That is a cop mustache.
nah, he also seemed like just like a ne'er-do-well kind of guy too.
But okay, but that is the cop mustache. That's the uniform.
I guess I'm not as well versed in cop
Yeah.
mustaches.
Well, you know,
Um,
you grow up as a police child.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
And that kind of makes sense because we did see earlier he had a gun. He had a gun on his ankle. He had a gun in
Mm-hmm.
his truck.
Man
She
who's
like that
loaded.
that tracks.
Mm-hmm.
She like dumps his cell phone in the toilet. Um, and then goes out and he's about to kill him. She's carved her little like
Like
initials,
initials,
Electric
yeah.
Lady. Yeah, because her name is the Electric Lady as the
Yes.
killer. And she's about to stab him when, oh, the gun that he had at his ankle, he takes out, he shoots her in the ear.
You forgot
I
her
was like,
name.
what did I forget?
She digs her fingers in the slices that
I
she
didn't want to
made.
talk about that 'cause
Oh,
that's not
sorry.
it. I don't like it. That was so uncomfortable.
She dug her little fingies right in there.
I feel like there's a lot of blood for the small little cut we saw.
I think it's deep, and also your heart is right here, so you would have a lot of like veins and arteries coming together.
I suppose I don't know how the body works. But so she's been shot in the ear and immediately is running away. Um,
What else are you
really
gonna do?
turning. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Like she's running, screaming, "He's got a gun! He's gonna kill me!" And I will say the soundtrack is so good in this movie.
It's very interesting.
I loved the soundtrack, especially to this part where she's running away. Kyle Donner's still drugged up. She's told him that she gave him ketamine. So
We do
he
have
goes, that
the. Oh, I'm so sorry.
he goes,
We,
so he starts snorting the cocaine to kind of get himself up so he's able to move and chase after her.
which is
While
actually
she
really smart.
runs was it a hotel she ran towards? Or was that the hotel like lobby, you think?
I don't know actually. I guess
Because
it's a
I'm
hotel
thinking about
lobby.
it. It's
Yeah,
probably the hotel lobby.
yeah,
But she
but
runs
really,
in, locks the door. There's like two women and she's freaking out. She's like, he's gonna kill us. Oh my God.
mhm.
Um, and part of me loves the employee who's like, I want out. I want no part of this.
Yes,
Weird reaction.
it is.
She was right to feel this way, but
You know
regardless,
what?
weird reaction.
I didn't think about it till right now, but when homeboy shoots her in the ear and she runs out of the room and she's like, he's got a gun, and her hotel neighbor is an old guy.
Yeah.
He's like, well, so do I.
How do I? I was like,
So
But then
it's
he doesn't do anything.
no, he doesn't do useless. But then when
He's just
she's
sharing a fun
running,
fact.
he said, "I want to be included." I didn't think about it, but maybe the implication is that it's just like an undeniably shady area. So this guy is shooting. Homeboy next door has a gun, and maybe this lady who works at the hotel is like, you know what? I know better than to be involved.
Perhaps, but she's smart. Doesn't really help
That's
her.
what I
She's
would
like, I
say.
want out. And as a serial killer, I think that the woman is really bad.
Yeah.
Because the
What?
second, of course, you run into a room going, oh my God, this guy's got a gun. Oh my God, he's gonna kill us. No one can leave. Of course, the people who you're screaming at are going to say, let's call the cops. And
Yes.
unfortunately, the manager, whoever this woman is,
Who was so
says,
calm?
oh, we're gonna call the police, okay? Immediately gets stabbed by the woman.
Yeah.
She, of course, doesn't want the police showing up. What do you expect to happen? And now the employee is freaking out. And we also do notice she's wearing like the exact same thing that
Mhm.
um, the woman we saw was wearing earlier in the movie,
Right.
which is like the red outfit. I don't know what you'd call that kind of outfit.
It's like
Or
scrubs.
yeah, they're like scrubs looking kind of
Mm-hmm.
things. It's like a maid outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so she steals this woman's car, and at this point, I'm confused why we're not just calling the police.
Too much
Because
thought.
Kyle Gallner instead decides to chase after her.
Well, he doesn't have to call the police because he is the police.
No, you should call the police because that's
It's
arguably, yeah, you should call the police instead of doing more drugs and be like, I'm gonna go kill her myself.
it's personal vendetta now.
Call the police. Because also, like, this woman at the hotel is also gonna call the police. She's driving her car. They'll find this car. It just makes no sense we're not calling the police at this point. Instead, we're chasing her,
Personal
trying to
vendetta.
kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and now we get to like the end of we cut to chapter 6. So now we know all the buildup. We know how we got to this point where she was hiding in the freezer and he was trying
Yeah.
to kill her or trying to get to her. Um, and he's knocked her out. He chains her up. He calls his buddy and he says, "Hey, I need you to come here. I fucked up or something like
He
that."
said, I've got
Which again,
myself into a bit of trouble.
I got myself in a bit of trouble. Why would you say that? Why wouldn't you go this one? Like, I don't know, give a little bit of context. Give a little
He's
bit of
trying to,
context.
he's trying to not get in trouble right now, though, because he
I
didn't
understand
call
really bad
the
for him.
police. Yeah. He called his
Yes, and he
friend who
also
is a police.
he is on coke,
So much coke. He keeps
and
doing it.
he has done like a few illegal things.
Mm-hmm.
But again, odd decision not to just say a little bit about what's going on. And he goes to, oh sorry, earlier in the movie, the old couple explained they did not have any guns. They were hippies. But they do have bear spray.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to come up later.
Yes, it is.
So Kyle Gallner, he's got her. She's chained up, and she gives like this long monologue talking about how she doesn't want to die.
Yeah, she
She
really
would rather
describes.
go to prison. She thought she would be like this like badass who would be like take me out in this really dramatic way. But now she's
Mhm.
like, nope, the only thing I want is to not die. I'd rather go to prison for life. I'm sure there's some kind of thematic thing here that I just completely missed.
Well, so you know the person she says she thought she was going to be like him, and he's the one who ordered the firing squad.
Yes, the
He
another
was a real serial killer. Yeah.
Gary.
Something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm sure there is some big thematic thing. What I got out of it was she said a lot of words to describe basic survival instinct. A lot of times your body's going to choose that you're going to survive and not want to die, and that's just what that is.
Mhm. And he was trying, I think, because she or expected him to kill her.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell if she was trying to make him upset or anything, but she gives this long speech, really well acted. I was so impressed by it.
Yeah.
And then she takes out that bear spray, and sprays Kyle Gallner in the face.
Yeah.
He starts, flopping like it hurts. He's flopping around. He gets too close to the freezer that he's chained her up to, and she's able to grab him
Mm-hmm.
and then bites out his neck.
She sure does.
Ah,
Yep, a big old
a
clump of it.
like a deep chunk that he starts bleeding out of
Yeah.
it, which is crazy.
Yeah, no, it was the special effects. The special effects makeup team killed it here.
Which like, why is he in the room with her? I don't know. I was like the whole time like I would not have been in the situation. I would have called my buddy at least, and I'm hanging out in the next room. I'm not sitting there talking to her.
Ben, you're not getting in this situation to begin with.
I'm not getting this to begin with.
It's just
That's
not an
for
option
sure.
for you.
I'm just saying that there was definitely some odd choices made leading up to
So
this
many.
moment.
So many.
But it's such a deep bite that he bleeds out and dies. And I was really sad. I was like, damn, I was rooting for him. Because Kyle Gallner, I think, came off as very likable in this movie. I think this is, oddly enough, the most likable character I've seen him ever play.
Huh.
Because he was like, when you see him flirting, he's cheating on his wife, but he does seems like he's really smitten.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a
Um,
little lover boy.
yeah, and I'm like, oh, like, damn, this, he went a little too hard. He probably should have eased back.
In so many
He
ways.
probably should have stopped at some point and called the police.
Yeah.
I mean, he did call his friend, and his friend,
Is
so
the
like
police.
the woman, yes. So now Kyle Connor's dead. The woman drags his body towards her. And again, one of the most a very painful looking way where she's like, because she's
Oh,
chained
yeah.
up, and it looks like she's like really twisting her arm weird. But I'm like, why not
Yeah.
just grab the handle and then like grab him and then pull like,
The freezer.
you're not to pull the freezer,
Oh.
but if you like grab him with one hand, because you're able to grab him with one hand
Yeah.
and then grab the freezer and then pull towards the freezer, that would pull you and his body. Instead, she's like
Mhm.
pulling his body and also her arm. It looked like it hurt.
And she shot in the shoulder, so that's extra.
And she's shot in the shoulder. I forgot that's also part of it. But
Yeah.
adrenaline's happening.
Oh, and she took the entire bottle of Percocet also.
Yeah, she did get Percocet. She did take some Percocet.
Mm-hmm.
She manages to get his gun
Mm-hmm.
shortly before his buddy and another female cop, which was Gail, show up to, they stumble upon quite a situation.
One could
He
say.
sets it up to look like Kyle Gallner had assaulted her.
Yeah.
And again, I think this was a part that made me feel just a little bit uncomfortable watching it because of like the implication of what that means, like bigger. Because immediately the female cop is like, "Oh, that she's a victim. We gotta get her out of here. We gotta get out of here." The male cop's a little more suspicious and questioning her and being like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
And him and the female cop kind of butt heads a little bit about what they're
Yeah.
supposed to do and if they follow protocol or not. And eventually, the woman's like, "We're gonna take her and get medical help. Like that's gonna have to happen first."
Mm-hmm.
So they get her in the car. They're driving along. I'm stressed out. I assume you're stressed out because we know
Oh,
she's got
I have
a
so
gun.
many thoughts here. Yeah.
And then who comes stumbling out of the woods towards the police car looking for help? It's our wife who booked it earlier,
Yes. Our
Ed
hippie
Begley
lady.
Jr.'s wife.
Yes.
And she's screaming, "She killed him! She killed us! She killed us! Oh my God, she killed us!" And they're screaming, "Who's she? Who's she?" Oh, look in the back.
Oh.
She for sure she recognized her,
Mm-hmm.
but the woman has the gun and shoots the wife in the head. I was so sad. I was really rooting for her to live.
Did you catch what she said right before she shot the hippie wife?
What did she say?
She goes, "Boo," and then shoots her.
Did she say boo? That's so crazy.
Mhm.
That's so unserious.
And it's like really flat. Boo.
Electric Lady, you're so unserious.
She's just a bitch.
No, she's not a good person.
She's a bitch.
Convinces is this epilogue? Because at one point epilogue pops
Not
up.
yet. Not yet. You're close.
Okay. Yeah. Then she's like threatening to kill the cops, makes the lady cop get out of the car.
You got weird girl supporting girls energy here.
Because she's like, "You helped me out earlier. You believed me, so you could
Honey,
get
I
out of the
don't
car." makes the other cop drive her to like the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
where she explains why she does what she does.
Now we're in the epilogue.
Okay, so they drive away, then epilogue
Mm-hmm.
starts,
Mm-hmm.
which didn't need an be epilogue, but I
Yeah.
digress. He kind of asks her like, why do you kill so many people? And she explains that she sees people as demons sometimes. So now we understand, okay, when she was hooking up with Kyle Gallner, she was genuinely hooking up, but then she had
Mm-hmm.
that moment and decided she had to kill him.
Yeah.
And she's telling this cop, she's like, I don't want to kill you. I really don't. And then right before she gets out, she has that look in your eyes where you can tell
Mm-hmm.
she just saw him as a demon and she shoots him and kills him,
Mm-hmm.
which also made me sad. I was like, dang, let someone live. Except, I guess the female cop gets to live.
Yeah.
And she
Feminism.
just gets out and starts walking on the road. I'm like, I'm just confused. Why did you stop here?
I think at some point the man cop says something to her and she goes, I just need to think. And that's when she starts explaining it to him and sees the devil in him.
Oh, okay. That makes a little bit more sense for why she decided to stop right there.
Yeah, I just don't think she knew where she was going.
She starts like just walking on the road when another car comes up to her.
Mm-hmm.
She collapses, being like, I need help, I need help. Oh my goodness. And did you recognize this actress? Because I recognize this actress
No, but I
immediately.
loved her as soon as I saw her.
She she's not usually a good actress. I will
Okay.
say that much. I also adore her. She is an Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt in one of the
Okay.
in one of the more problematic storylines,
Perfect.
but the show's so good. She plays the mom of oh my goodness, I'm blanking on the actress's name.
Is it Kimmy?
No,
No.
it's the one who was also in 30 Rock. Jane Krakowski. She plays Jane
Oh,
Krakowski's mom
uh-huh.
because Jane Krakowski in that show is Native American, even though she's a blonde white woman. But we digress. But so that woman, so she shows up and pulls her into her truck, and the woman looks into the mirror, sees herself,
Yes.
and sees herself as a demon.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so at this point, she's got to kill herself. That's how I interpret it. She's like, oh, I need to kill myself now. Takes out a gun, but the woman in the truck who picked her up, she don't play around. She don't
She
fuck
does
around
not
with that
play.
shit.
That's a
Literally,
Western
the
lady right
second
there.
this gun is pulled, this woman so fast pulls out a gun and shoots her in the side.
Yeah, that was like old
Immediate.
Western duel status.
It was old Western. It was like a me. Oh, nope. Gotcha.
Nope. But
So
you
she,
saw.
it was just so fast. I really respect it. Like, it's like, wow, more people need to have your energy in this movie
Yes.
because you're not playing games. She calls the hospital. It's like, I shot someone. I'm bringing her in. And we get, again, a banger song.
Mm-hmm.
I need to look up who did the music because I think I saw it was all like one person. They all sound like
Yes.
the exact same person.
It is one
A
person
banger
and it
song.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do you know
It
who it
it
is?
was somebody I think it's somebody who's also involved in the making of the movie outside of just the music, but I can't recall
I did
exactly
listen
who.
to it while I was on the treadmill.
Ooh.
Um, with this so the banger song's playing
Mhm.
while the woman bleeds to death. At least I assume it's implied she bleeds to death because we just
Yeah.
watch her as slowly the colors drain from the screen,
Mm-hmm. It was
and I think she collapses at the end, at
um,
least falls unconscious.
yeah. It's like a pretty
She kind of slumped
unnerving
over,
scene. Yeah.
and then that is the end of the movie. That's Strange Darling.
Wow.
So Shine, what do you now?
I have
I'm
things.
curious. I'm curious to give any way to explain the red. Because red was a
Um,
very prominent color in this
it was.
movie. At the beginning, she's wearing red. Kyle Gallner's wearing red. Her wig, because she's wearing a wig
Yes.
during the first two chapters, is red.
It's red. Very red.
Um, her boots when she reveals herself to be a killer are red.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Do you think there's any meaning?
A little bit. I will say a lot of the aesthetic of the movie is very like vivid colors. So then at the
I love
end,
that.
when we have the really long scene, so this scene when she's in the car dying is like a 2-minute stretch of the colors
It's
just
a long
slowly
sequence.
fading, and it stays on her. It's like one continuous take. And you don't notice the colors are fading right away. It just looks like she's turning pale. And then at the end, you go from vivid to straight black and white. So, I mean, I think red, it's a vivid color. It shows up well on camera from a technical standpoint. Beyond that, it is the color associated with like wrath and anger. Also the devil she sees is red, and she's covered in red through the whole movie because she's the devil. Like she is the devil that
Devil from the Bible.
she's the devil she's fighting. And also kind of tying into this last song that you really liked. I don't know if you caught what the words of the song were.
I understand, China. I've never heard a lyric before in my life.
Okay, so the
My
song, the
brain
main,
cannot hear songs and also process lyrics.
hate that for you. The main line of the song is, and this is when the colors thing is happening and she's dying. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't. So I really think the color, the red, her seeing herself as the devil, I don't think she was like, I have to die now. I think it was realizing that she wasn't gonna make it. And maybe a small glimpse of like, you're the problem, babe. But
Mhm.
the problem you know is better than the problem you don't. So keep killing people.
Oh. So the message of this movie is keep killing people, everybody.
Well, no. But just, you know, why deal with a new problem when you can deal with the one that you have and you know it?
Good point.
Yeah. Honestly. But I do think that song choice is really interesting after she sees the devil in herself. Like in the little mirror scene. She's also, it's very clear that she's mental, like, I know I say mentally unwell all the time. This woman has like, she needs help.
Oh,
she needs medication.
Yeah, she absolutely does. Like,
Yes.
despite like being so aggressive about murdering, like she seems to enjoy it, but also it seems to really want to avoid it a lot of the time. She feels
Yeah.
compelled to kill.
Yes. Yeah. Which is a common thing among serial killers. A lot of time there is this motivation of God told me to. I have to. God told me to. So this is like God didn't tell her to, but she's trying to eliminate the devil that she's seeing everywhere. And I just, all in all, I think the message of this movie is just go to therapy, because the second you have a thought in your brain where you're like, I saw the devil in that person, I should kill them, you could have avoided this whole thing, babe. None of this had to happen. Notice when you have a weird thought and go tell someone. I don't.
So valid.
Thank you.
Try therapy.
Just try therapy. Go to a psychiatrist. They'll give you some medicine. It's gonna be fine. Yes, a lot of time when she has to kill someone, she's almost inconvenienced by it. Like the you know, when you're trying to do something and you keep like dropping stuff or knocking things over, and maybe you do like a "Ugh." She did that anytime she had to kill someone. Just an inconvenient yell.
She's like, oh,
Yes.
dang it.
But yeah, I'm curious about your opinion on this movie.
I liked it. I liked this movie.
Really?
I liked it a lot.
Oh.
I liked it a lot. I like, while I was watching, I was like, wow, I think I really like the structure of it. I
Yes.
think by breaking it up into like asynchronously,
Yeah.
that's the word.
Mhm.
It kept me like engaged, intrigued, like wanting to know more. Like, I think they did a good job of like slowly revealing that she's not like the victim in this situation.
Yeah.
'Cause I think early on, I think it was like the first time we see them flirting, my brain did immediately go to, they never say like who the serial killer is. We don't actually know he's the serial killer.
Right. Yeah, we don't know the
So I think,
killer's like name.
yes. And so like when they're flirting, I remember being like, oh, that'd be kind of fun if it's not him.
Right.
But then wow, is he chasing her so aggressive? I think it is a really good job teasing that all out. I was engaged the whole time. I think the
Mm-hmm.
only thing that kind of like pulls me back a little bit. Actually, I'm curious your thoughts, and I'll share me because I get the sense you don't like it.
I don't.
Oh,
I
really? That's
no.
crazy. I thought you would love this.
No, so again, I will say things I do like first. Totally agree. The structure is really fun of how we're like feeding little.
Soundtrack was so good.
The soundtrack was good. The acting and everything was really great. Design, costume, the special effects team, everybody did a great job. I just didn't like the story. Um, in that, okay, I'm
There
here
are
for a
some,
female.
I will give in. There are some implications from the story that I
Yeah,
don't love, and that is
yes.
where I'm like, oh, I don't love some of them.
Yeah. So I will, when I say what I'm about to say, I need everyone to not read into it at all. I'm here for a female serial killer in that I'm here for that like role reversal. Um,
Mhm.
because it's not impossible. It's very improbable. It's not likely. It's not really what the girly pops do. But sometimes they do, and usually when they do, it is not in that violent of a form. The girlies are usually statistically going for like poison, you know.
In the true, I don't know if you looked into this, but in the this one it's
And
based off of, is it a female serial killer? Do we know?
I did not. We should look into that before we're done. Um, but just statistically speaking, it's just not how the girls do it. Um, so I also because I have very thoughts about this movie, very like confusing thoughts about this movie. I did go back and listen to the Too Scary Didn't Watch episode because I wanted to hear what the girls had to say. Um, and they made one point where they were like, it is nice to see a woman not as the victim, like the
Hmm.
quote unquote the one with the power. We're going to use these words very loosely here. It's nice to not see the woman be a victim. I agree with that. I agree with that. I also appreciate the
Sorry, you keep talking.
okay. I also appreciate the I don't know if this was intentional, but you know, a lot of time with SA, men are not believed when they are the victim.
Hmm.
So I do appreciate like providing a perspective where I feel like I'm not saying this in a good way. Um, showing that it can be men too, I think is good.
No, and I will. Yes,
Thank you.
I
You know what I'm trying to
I
say.
think I understand what you're saying, and that's where I'm like, probably like, ooh. 'Cause I was like, oh, that's a not a fun twist, but that's still a new new angle, I guess, of you assume
It's a
that he's
taboo
victim,
topic, and it shouldn't
but
really
like
be taboo. Like,
yeah, it's true. Like men can also be victims.
yeah,
Um, what gets me where I'm like, I feel is a little bit gross is that the implication where, especially near the end, where she pretends like it had been her, and we frame it
mm-hmm.
as not believing a woman is
Mm-hmm.
actually the smarter decision. Was
Mm-hmm.
like, yes, in this scenario, but it lends itself to a narrative
It
of like
does.
women are liars when that's simply not my perspective
No, that whole
on it.
as soon as the cop duo showed up, it got very questionable for me because
Yeah,
I first of all, there's no way the protocol is leave her handcuffed while it takes an hour for the EMTs to get here. That
that
doesn't
was
make
odd to
sense.
me.
There's no way in hell that that's correct.
I
So
believe that they would I believe that they would handcuff her at least.
I,
It also makes no sense. They would have patted her down at
yes,
very least, I think.
yes, I
And it
do
would have
think they
found the
would
gun.
have handcuffed her, patted, or maybe not handcuffed her, but unhandcuffed her from the freezer, patted her down, and I think you would just like probably you're not going to take them to the hospital because she's not immediately in danger. of dying.
Also, they didn't call it in. They didn't call it in. Why would you not call it in?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Regardless.
But also, the guy's attitude was really bad. Like, him immediately just.
I think because they set it up in that perspective where the woman's like, look how obvious is what happened here. Let's help her. Oh my gosh, like and he's like, no, we can't. We don't know if she's a victim or not. And it's like, yeah, in this instance, he's correct. So
Yeah.
the implications beyond the movie make me feel a little bit. Ugh.
Yeah. And then beyond that, when we're in the cop car after a hippie wife gets shot, there's this interaction that turns into mostly the lady and the lady cop. Like, honey, I don't want to shoot you. Honey, just turn yourself in. It'll be better for you. This like weird, like, what is it called when you kind of like baby someone?
Infantilization.
Yeah, kind of like an infantilization happening with all the honey being thrown back and forth and the like really soft tones. But
Also,
immediately,
on that, yeah, sorry.
no, you're
No,
fine.
not-
Immediately, when the lady pulls out the gun, the man cop to the lady cop is like, "You dumb bitch! I should let her shoot you." Whoa.
Well, because that's on top of. Again, I think the movie. I don't know what they're trying to say
It's not
because they
good.
do, because they do suggest that that's part of, like, I guess what's happening here. Because again, the woman says something about just because of a vagina doesn't mean like I'm wrong or something.
Yeah.
So it's immediately going like, oh, this could be a gendered issue. But again, he's right. Like,
Yes.
it feels wrong to make it that issue while saying he's right.
And I have to honestly, probably the whole point of it is to highlight the complications of a situation like that. But I also think we need to factor in the fact that these people know the serial killer they're looking for is named the Electric Lady and that she's killing men. So you come upon this lady
But they
with
don't.
two dead men in front of her. I know, but like it would cross your mind, I think. If you're actively looking for a female serial killer who kills men and now you have a lady with two dead men in front of her that were violently murdered.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's like another part, but I don't. As soon as the cops come in, I don't like it.
That was the only part that rubbed me wrong. But I
Yeah,
still think I enjoyed the movie overall. I think the performances were so good.
they are.
It was so I had fun
It's-
with it.
The messaging is what lost me on it, really.
Yeah, I would agree.
I don't. And Killian's being a demon. Stop. The two Scary Didn't Watch girls got into like the don't believe women of it all, and they think that having the last woman be right, the cowgirl lady in the truck, brings it back to do believe women.
I disagree. I just don't.
Because we don't know that she is believed. We don't get to see that.
Yeah. Because like I think it doesn't help that the entire time the lady's way of like, delaying people catching on to her is that's so cute.
He wants to go in the laundry room for no
To
reason.
lie about sexual violence being committed. Which
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. It feels a little like don't believe all women.
Yeah.
But I disagree with that on a deep level.
Yeah.
Because, statistics show that it's not like, yeah, there's sometimes that happens, but overwhelmingly women are being honest. And
Yes.
I think that the narrative of like question them and, it creates problems.
It does. And like maybe I could see a world in which, as far as female killers go, this is the extreme. This is the extreme anomaly. Like, women can be killers far rarely less than men. And when they are, they're not serial killers. And when they are, it's poison. It's not this kind of thing. It's not so violent. So maybe it's supposed to highlight the rarity of the situation. But if that's the case, that is me reaching.
No.
I'm straining my back. So
That's a lot.
yeah, I don't love it. I really kind of checked out after that part, and then we got to the dying scene with the color fading, and that really brought me back because I do think that was really cool.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, not my favorite. Don't love it. If you don't have any more thoughts, I did find a couple of Letterboxd reviews. Killian,
Please tell me what people have said.
okay.
Because I did not
Well,
have Letterboxd after I watched this.
It's okay. You know, we forgot to do it for the menu, so can you stop? Goodness. So I picked 2 short reviews. Patrick on Letterboxd gave it 0 stars.
Oh,
Said quietly has the best cooking scene of the year.
that's the best cooking scene of them.
Yeah,
That was a great
it's funny.
scene.
It was. That's the point. Hey, welcome to the joke.
Wait, is it in 2023? I just processed that. Is
Yeah.
that no way?
Yeah.
Almost 3 years old. Okay.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Oh my God, now he's eating plants. Aurora on Letterboxd gave it 2.5 stars and said, "This is what my mom says will happen if I go on Tinder dates."
Possibly.
I mean, that's what my mommy says. So that's it. A lot of the other reviews were very long.
I met her husband on Tinder. Not Tinder. One of those dating apps.
Bumble. That seems like the better one.
I think Hinge.
Hinge. Not sponsored. I did see a lot of reviews that were like, imagine the most annoying man you know. Imagine he did coke and tried to write a movie. This is the movie. So yeah, a lot of people were not vibing with it. A lot of people were yeah. What should our little poll on Spotify be this week, Ben? Do we want to know what the people think?
Is this offensive?
Is this offensive? I like that. Is this? I'm gonna write it down because I'll forget. I don't. Oh yeah, I think the idea I came up with as a woman, should I be offended?
I was curious about it. Yeah. That's a better one.
I don't love it. There are parts of it I really enjoy. It
so I'm curious,
really got muddied.
What rating would you give it?
I already rated it on my own Letterboxd, so I think I give it a 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Despite really liking it, I gave it a 3.5.
Yeah. Yeah. What is the average then? 3?
A 3? Should we give it a 3?
For our little
5? That's not really an option.
I can do 1.5, 2, or 2.5.
2.5.
Or 3. Okay. Excuse me. Do we have any words?
I'll only give it 2.5.
2.5. You didn't love it?
I liked it, but I'm willing to. My reasons for liking it, simply I cannot argue against how you dislike it.
It's just really icky to me.
Yeah, and that's very valid and fair.
Oops. How do we feel about, wow, I have so many conflicting thoughts.
That's fine. Then please add on Kyle Gallner, You Will Always Be Famous.
Okay. Kyle, can you tell me how to spell his last name? Because I can't spell anything.
Gallner.
N-E-R. Okay. Kyle Gallner, You Will Always Be Famous. Oh, here, I'll even do a little heart. We'll full send that for him. And save. Listener, you may notice that in the last episode, I teased that we would be doing Psycho this week, and then we didn't do Psycho this week because you have to pay for it, and I didn't want to do that. So, no, it's so stupid. Well, Ben, we already did our rating. We already did our little Spotify thing. What else do we have? Let's see. Okay, you can follow us on Instagram and Letterboxd actually, Instagram, Letterboxd, and TikTok. I changed the TikTok handle to the number 9.
Yay, so easy.
Yes, the number 9 LHC Pod. Again, let us know in the comments. Should I, as a woman, be offended? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's very confusing to me. Girl power. I'm scared. All right, everyone. Stay spooky, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.